What's up guys, we're gonna try something a little different. Got the GoPro next to me. We're gonna tint a 2004 Lexus GX470. So I've already got the door panels off. We'll get some cutting. Let's see, everything's set up. Got 20% ceramic, high-tech ceramic pro in black. Setup, machine's ready. Yep, let's get to it. I cut these sideways, so I have to shrink them to the back. Actually, I don't have to shrink them at all because I've got the panel pulled out. So this is the right side. Make sure the plotter's still cutting good before I go and rip out a bunch more patterns. Go. Get this over here temporarily. Get the other pattern. All right. Peel this one away. Same thing. So for efficiency, I set my peel boards up as the car is sitting. So front driver's side door, front driver's side pattern, same on the other side, and then the rear patterns will go over here. All right, let's clear these. So we'll do it with its quarter window. We'll rotate these in 90, cover more film. And this is the right side. Now we'll put a little shrink on the back doors because I don't have the panels pulled, just to make sure we get a nice tight install. No fingers popping up, because we don't like fingers. Go up and away. That's a start and stop point. Again, start and stop point. And now we'll trim. So you know, this sometimes when they're kind of crazy like this, you can't really figure out what's the top of the glass. But luckily when these cut out with it, it obviously indicates this is the top of the pattern and this is the bottom of the pattern. I'll trim down this side. I like to trim pretty close if I'm gonna do any shrinking, because the liner will kind of mess with you. This one's already close, so we'll just trim the bottom now. Nothing crazy. I actually put these on the car because I don't have to do anything more to them. So we will set this up here and that on the car. Give this a flip. And then this one on the car. So it's sort of grab and go. Those are too thin, too narrow to have to do any shrinking. Whoops. All right, so I have a shelf on the right side of mine, so I don't know why I'm explaining this, but now you know. So it makes it kind of hard to get under the pattern when I peel these. So I try to move these patterns as far right as I can, so it gives me more availability to grab the pattern on this side. So now I'll just hammer that down. Now this one we'll do a little bit heavier because we're going to be shrinking on it. Go. There's that side. Let's get the driver's side. All right, so I like to peel before I cut, so it's faster and easier to see the edge than trying to find where the film's at or where the cut is in the pattern. So I like to peel all the excess off and then I trim the plastic. This on the car, leave this on the peel board to be shrunk, and we'll peel it from the peel board. the back window and the two rear vent windows slash hatch quarters that cut out. Longer cuts I babysit off the machine, so just keep it from kind of like dragging all over the floor. This way now we can just start rolling it up. I like to trim these pieces out here mainly because of the back window, because I dry shrink. I want to keep the pattern dry. So cut this away from the back window. Then we will split these two. And then this one I'll kind of cut sort of normal because I want to shrink this one on the car. So again, I don't want too much liner overhanging. I won't worry about the cutout for the vent handle. Just leave that in. Alright, now let's trim it out. Much easier to see it. There we go. So I can have the room on the table. I'll go ahead and grab these, get them sprayed, and put on the car on the proper sides. Alright, let's see. So we'll set that there. Oh, I forgot there's a button on there, so I will cut that plastic out. This one goes here. There's the top. I'll pull it down some. All right, perfect. And then we'll take our squeegee, and I like to pull everything to the bottom and shrink it all on the bottom. I'll still snap the top just a little bit. But as you can see, there's not a huge curve on these. Go get the other one done. Same thing. Okay, this one's actually a little curvier than the other side. That's common, that's how it goes. Let's get this back window cut out, put it all on there. Well, this one I'm gonna cut first because I don't peel the outer band till I'm done shrinking. Still cut it pretty close though, especially over the wiper areas. A lot of times on a lot of vehicles, there's not much room as far as the black border above the wiper arm. So typically cut that pretty tight. All right. Sides can be a little wider, it doesn't hurt, but I just like to have very little to peel off. Grab it. I need my Mac Tack. I didn't pull the wiper arm on this one. It stands up, which is good. And then we'll just put this on here, line it up. Yeah, so just like I said, this one's pretty close as well, but we'll put it just above it. Walk our hands in, push it to the glass. This already has the dryer sheet applied to it. So I'm just gonna lock the middle in and sort of direct my sides where they're supposed to go. All right, at this point, I believe we've got everything set up. These sides, back, sides. We're gonna fire up the heat guns, let them warm up for a few minutes. Well, for a minute. And then we're gonna start the shrinking process. Let's go clean the back and get it installed. Oh, not bad. All right, let's go get our tools. We need a rag, our scrubber, this, and we just need our squeegee at that point. So grab us some water. First thing I'm gonna do is check it with my hand, see if there's anything, maybe a piece of tape, something I don't see. Feels good. Give it a scrub. You see the water beading just a little bit. It doesn't have a coating, it's just older glass. So it has old glass coating on it, if that's a thing. So we scrub that clean. We will get our clay bar and we'll use even the cleaner side. The side's slightly dirty, nothing like this. But let's use this side, which is pretty clean. See what we get off this glass. All of the defrosters. Sorry if the camera's shaking. Now see, that's what came off those defrosters. So that's just making my tint job that much better. You're a guy that doesn't use clay bars. I hear it a lot. I've been doing this 30 years, I've been doing this 20 years, I've been doing this 15 years. Hey, it's all good by me, brother and sisters. I never used them for years. I've only been using them a couple years. Can't say that they're really helping, but I definitely can't say based on what I saw that it's hurting anything. So I will go with my gut on that and think, if nothing else, like I said before, I love insurance. If nothing else, it doesn't hurt, and the extra couple of minutes it takes to do doesn't bother me at all. Now we're gonna do our second. We're gonna spray it, and then we'll squeegee it off. Yeah, there's a little here, there's somewhere we started with the squeegee, so I just like to do a slight little wash down, little wash down, little wash down, little wash down. Spray it. Let's go get our pattern. Spray the air around it. Now we do a full peel. We'll grab it in the dot matrix area by our tiny little fingers. Lift it. Oh man, I forgot it was the other side around. Well, here you go, guys. Now I gotta flip this thing over. So I forgot it's not a lift hatch, lift gate, but doing what I don't want to do, which is touching the adhesive. But as you can see, I'm trying to keep my fingers where the dot matrix would be. So let's get it in here. That was not my favorite move at all. See how clean it is. Side note, the real reality is what I'm trying to say is it is a tinted window, so it'd have to be trashed within reason. So panels are really tight, and I kind of wish I'd have gone and removed because it is really tight. So let's just take that off. Let's hammer it down and hope for a clean install. I think we're gonna be okay. Reading the bubbles, you can see that it needs to kind of stretch this way. So that's kind of the idea, is sort of bring it down, but toward the way that those tension lines are, so that you're essentially stretching the film in the direction it needs to stretch, so you don't have issues with fingers and such. Get down around here. And honestly, it's surprisingly clean. Looking really good. We've got two spots we got to heat out right there. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of. So normally you wouldn't want to be on the inside, especially if this panel is still here. But I'm going to turn it on high heat because there is no panel there. I really don't have anything to worry about right there. A little bit of heat real quick around the edge. Panel's wet, so less to worry about, but still keep the heat moving. There we go. Back quarters are going to be fun with all the stuff we got in here, but that's okay. We will deal with that. This will scratch tint, so you don't want to really put it on the tint, but just for kind of going like this, making sure it's all behind that. Just keep the tip of it down along the edge as opposed to using it on the tint. So, okie dokie, those are done. Let me clear some of this out. I'm gonna put you guys on pause. Squeegee out the bottom. Hard cover at the bottom and sides. Now we'll clean here, along here, and along the top, and here. Flush that, flush that. All right, ready to install. Let's spray the air. Flush our sides, spray that. Peel it about 2/3 of the way down. Soak it really well. Grab it. Start with my left hand, get that put on the glass. Go with the right hand, get it spread out. I actually forgot to make these patterns a little bit longer in film cut, so yeah, I'm gonna have to leave a little tiny gap on the top. But I'm gonna get over it real quick. It's not the end of the world. Everybody's gonna be fine. All right, let's get it pressed out. There we go. Press out these, roll her up, flush where the seal was just touching, peel, come back just a little bit so we can get that adhesive. And now let's start tucking our corners down on that corner. Go over here. We want this to be up a little bit. So we'll sweep that back. There we go. We'll get this all pressed out. Middle out, like we talked about before. Swipe it, swipe it, swipe it. And we're done with this window. When we get it cleaned up, we'll get to the front driver window. I'm sorry, passenger window. All right, here we are on the front one. Not the hugest risk in the world on this vehicle. These are pretty easy windows to cut out. So let's see if we can mystify my two-stage gang. Not very good at this, but if we can get it in there without touching pillars, we should be all right. Okay, I guess I'm getting better at it. That wasn't too bad. Didn't get too sticky. It is definitely sticky. So that's kind of one of the dangers of bottom loading, is if you're dealing with sticky glass, and that does make that a lot more difficult. But it wasn't too bad. I was able to break past most of the stickiness. Get all this hammered out. Locked into the glass. Push out our sides, roll it up. But the benefit is this whole bottom area is completely exposed. So there's like no guesswork. You can get your squeegee past it, and without worry, it's locked on the glass. And there it is. All right, let's get to the other side. we are done here, nothing else to see. I'm gonna get it all cleaned up, get the door pulled in, panels put back on it. I apologize again for the shaking. This is the first try with this new vest pouch. Kevin Rogers, On Point Pro Styles, window tinting in Gainesville, Georgia. High-tech films, check them out. TintDepot.com. Super easy way to buy, and they have all the greatest tools and some premium films. Check out plotters and software, plotterdepot.com. I use the Workhorse too with Film Cut. See you on the next one.